Welcome everyone to Breakout Racing League round 20 of the Tier 4 Championship here at the Circuit de Hermanos Rodriguez in Ciudad de Mexico, or the never mind. Red Sea Takeover, please. No, I'm kidding. No. Welcome to Mexico City.
El Autodromo Hermanos Hernandez.
That.
Yes.
Welcome to round 20 here in Mexico for the Tier 4 Championship, as we now see some drivers going on to the track. Let's go pull some stuff up. Let's see, say something.
There's cars going vroom. Watch them.
Well, let's go talk over the Tier 4 Championship before we get into the actual race itself. Well, actually, we'll go a little bit further. Let's take a step back. Let's talk about the Mexican Grand Prix itself. It has been held 21 times. It was first held in 1962, where the most wins itself will go to Jim Clark, and the most wins itself in the Mexico Grand Prix goes to Lotus. But the circuit here today in Mexico City is a 4.304 kilometer, 2.674 mile track, and it is going to have 36 laps around this difficult track indeed. There is currently, I believe, 17 corners, and it's really fun. Is it not?
Yeah, except when the penalties kick in, you know, but can't disagree with you about the funness factor.
Alright, I guess as simple as that. ER10 is going around the stadium section now to start his opening flying lap.
Titans are first car,
followed by the Red Bull of Ardel.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is Titan. The monitor TV is not working.
Tablet TV.
Tablet TV. Ardel is starting a flying lap as well. Let's actually go talk about the championship leaders who go on board with Titan, as he's going to be the first one to come across the line. He's going through turn 3 into turn 4 now. Ardel is currently the championship leader, up by 20 points. So we'll see how he goes on with the rest of the rounds. Mexico, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi to go. There's still a lot of time to play for. We'll see what they can do. A little bit of an extension from Titan, but it still keeps it valid.
Yeah, speaking of the championship, Pipe is going to have to do a very good race here, trying to get as many points as possible to have championship hopes into the next 2 rounds.
Indeed. Now, the earliest at the moment, if it does continue on, the last 2 races have been, actually the last 3 races have been really good for Ardel, and not the same said for Pipe. Pipe has gotten a DNS 7th place and a DNF in the last 3. Ardel's gotten a podium and 2 wins, so that's going to be mega to see what he can do in the final 3 rounds. Anyway, Titan and the Haas around the final corner, turn 17, up to the line. He'll be our provisional pole sitter with a 15.7 on the soft compound tire. ER10's going to be coming around now to see what he can do. He goes up, provisional pole, 15.3. Ardel, championship leader. Is he valid? That's first off. Yes, he is. He comes around turn 17 himself. He goes provisional pole with the exact same lap time.
Wow.
Wow. Ronnie goes P3, 15.4.
That's a great way to begin a qualifying session, actually.
Mitch.
Mitch and both Mitches were on the medium tires.
Yeah, I saw Mitch coming out of Sector 2. Darth Keyman goes P6. I saw him go out of the S's and have a little bit of a slide, so good catch from him. He's on the medium compound tires. He's got up to turn 17. Up to the line, he goes P7 with a 16.350. The Red Bull, Ardel's teammate Wilka is going to go up the line as well. He'll go P6 with a 15.92. I believe that is the Williams of Test Science.
That is Pipe.
It's Pipe.
Starting his lap. I believe Science is slowing down to let other cars by. Boarded his flying lap, I believe.
I believe that may be it for the first race.
No, we have... Actually, maybe. No, we have Pipe to go. Phantom's gonna start his run. And Science, maybe. I'm not sure.
Sergeant Milk, maybe.
Yeah,
it looks like he's on a flying still.
Or Science is letting his teammate go by. Looked like a little bit of slipstream, a little bit of work from the 2 teammates at Williams. It's definitely going to have to be a lap to watch from Pipe. There's the car ahead of him.
Sergeant Milk goes up 17.5. His banker lap set.
As Willica impedes Pipe and gets some wing damage.
Oh, wow.
Willica just parked the car on the apex of the S section. So Pipe has to abort this run. Could have been decent banker, it was looking like, but what could have been?
Yeah, end plate on the right side. That's damage for the Williams driver into the pits. He goes from there. So it looks like the first runs are just about done. Science is going to go up to the line. Is he valid? I think he will.
Science is starting another lap.
One.
Yes.
Because this game is really dumb and said he was on an outlap. Thank you, Codemasters.
I actually thought that he was on a flyer too. Phantom looks like our next car to cross. He's invalid. Sorry, I can't tell who it is.
Alright, you know how I said Cody's is messed up?
Oh, there's something more?
Mitchie's on the mediums. He's on the softs. He's starting a lap. Phantom's invalidated. And Science is going up to the run to turn 4.
Yeah, so Codemasters, great job. Hopefully that
Give a round of applause.
that EA cash next year is gonna help to make a better game. Yes, Phantom
So.
completes a lap, even though it wasn't valid. Who's next? It's like a Renault going in the pits.
It's chunky.
Sargent. So next car to cross the line or be anywhere near the line is going to be Willica, who's 2 laps in. I don't think it's going to go for another flyer. It is going to be Science after all. Who's invalid?
Looks like he may be.
Yeah,
he is.
There's going to be a lot of issues with track limits, penalizations, penalties, warnings. So he did go for a lap.
Yeah, I saw him coming out of turn 16. It looked like he was still pushing, had some ERS still going.
Yeah, because the game's telling me right now he's on 3 laps into his qualifying session. I was like, 3 laps on softs around this track is not amazing.
No, it's really not.
As Pipe,
big problem.
No offense to cut you off, but Pipe moves in front of Willica, wiggling a little bit, trying to just see like, hey, how dare you impede me? Please get out of the way. For
I don't
their
think that's
previous
what he was
incident.
gonna say, but
That's what I'm interpreting. I don't interpret much, and I don't think I should be interpreting, but that's what I see out of it. There was some moving on the standings.
A little bit more of a stronger words being said than, hey, why'd you do that?
I mean, hey man, we gotta keep it PG. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be allowed to say that, so we're not gonna say it.
We gotta keep it family friendly. Never know when Skeppy's kids might be watching. Don't think there's any other drivers. Maybe
Pipe's starting up to the line. Starting his flying line.
That is a Ferrari of Rage.
It's a Rage.
With Titan right behind. Who's that? I can't see who's behind Titan.
That is
Willica.
Ardel.
Is it Ardel? Oh, it is Ardel. Ozzy.
Who actually goes faster by 3/10, by the way. 15.0. He's now preferred the original pole.
Yeah. It's a shame to see that exact same lap time go, but you know, you need to improve in qualifying.
Was it a shame to see that he improved on the lap?
That's not what I meant to say, but I did kind of implicitly say that because, you know, him and ER10, they had a beautiful matching lap time, you know.
Phantom boxes, I believe that is the
Q-Man is gonna finish a lap, I believe. Yes, he is.
P2.
15-2. It's Ronnie starting the lap, I believe. That is...
I could be wrong, but I think I've seen this is now the second purple sector Pipe has gotten. This is true. We could be on for a good flying lap around turn 17 for the Williams driver. He's P2 in the standings. 13th on the road. He's P2 now on the track. But look at that.
Very good
7
lap.
100ths of a second. Sebastian second.
Yes, Tier 4 qualifying never seems to disappoint now, does it?
It's...
That was Titan who finished the lap or starting one, I'm unsure. He's not using any DRS.
Titan finished one. He's up to P5 with a 15.368. Splits the Alfa Romeo ER10 and the Ferrari Ronnie.
So there's a lot of cars in the final sector.
Yes, and AlphaTauri, just the first one.
Ooh, Mitch is up by a second. Wow.
Whoa. 14-4.
Now that's an
Not a lap for
improvement.
the AlphaTauri.
Ronnie as well, 14.9. They're breaking into the 14s now.
So look at that.
It's very quick
It's a
indeed.
great lap by both of them.
I believe Mitch's time might actually be faster than my qualifying time.
I think it was like a 14.8, so you know, you need to go faster. That's a great lap for Mitch. Absolutely.
Second driver get into the 14s. Who do we have? Chunky's in the final sector with an invalidation. Titan's in the pits. Rage is in the pits. That's Chunky. Sainz, you're right. He's gonna start a lap. He is on an out lap.
Why does it not tell me this?
I believe Sainz may be breaking the game because every other driver does stay out lap. So he begins his flying lap, trying to set a banker.
The only drivers that are yet the Alfa Romeo of Mitchie, the Williams of Test Sainz, who's on a flying lap, now going into turn number 1. So just go on board with him as it's easy to see if he improves more. It's obvious to improve 0. 3, going 4. Keeps it valid, goes down the 2 out of the 3rd, or the 2nd out of the 3rd DRS straights. Brake zone. And a nice swooping left into the swooping right, which is very tight on the exit. Loses the car. But keeps it on the track.
It's definitely a very tricky section just right there. You have to flick the car from a heavy braking zone to left, to the right, to even make the corner.
It's really fun track, Mexico.
Really is. Once the penalties don't slap you.
Then stay on the track.
It's hard to do, man.
No. It's really not.
So how many penalties did you get into your team?
Less than you.
Hey, one was a drive-through, right? Or not a drive-through, speeding.
I believe the only one out is actually ER10. So we're validated. For the final signature, I believe that is... It may be Jock, I think. Yes, it is Jock. He's going into the stadium section now. He has not set a flying lap yet. It's 1 of 3. It's not. So we'll start his flying lap. That is a red bull behind Yes. Keep an eye on him. I believe he's about to complete the lap as Jock will start his.
So Willica improves by less than a tenth.
It was Phantom. I believe Phantom may have improved. I'm not too sure.
I think he invalidated maybe, although I can't be sure to say.
I don't think he did. What I saw.
So that is Pipe coming around to start his flying lap. There's a lot of... I believe it might have been Ronnie just getting out of the way of Phantom.
Oh yeah, it was Ronnie. I was looking for a red car. I looked for the Alfa Romeo, so I honestly thought that Mitchie was out. Sure.
Yeah, as of now, both the Alfa Romeos are in the pits.
Final sector, the stadium section. Let's see if Craig Jock can do his flying. P15 at the moment. His teammate Titan is up P7 with a 15. You can see if Jock can match that. Through turn 17, up to the line, he goes P11, 15.9.
And not that bad of a lap. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to go back into the pits and get new tires. Because he's definitely not continuing this run, and going for another lap would basically be horrendous to your start.
Mitchie will start his flying lap. Ronnie will start his lap. I believe that is the Williams of Pipe, who's actually gone to box. He has just enough time to go out for another run. North Cuban is going to start his flying lap. So it looks like he's going to be the end of the road for those 3 drivers. It's now or never for their fastest lap time. I believe that may be year 10 coming out. That was Mitchie I actually saw in the frame. So I believe that across the line will be Sergeant Milk. He'll go and start his flying lap into the stadium section now. I believe that is ER10 going along as well, right behind him.
That is the R10, yeah, you're right.
I think Willica may have just invalidated.
It's very
for a
easy
second.
to do. Can't blame him.
Mitch invalidated. That may be his run over. We gotta keep in mind he may have enough fuel. Ronnie, same corner, may have gotten out of the way. I believe that is for Williams 15th right now. He's valid, and the next one across the line for a valid lap time. Let's see what he can do. His teammates up P4. Give me my pipe 15.096 for the Williams teammates. Let's see what he can do in relegation to it. He comes out turn 16 into 17 now. He will a lap. Now what would it put him? He did it again.
As Q-Man improves to P2.
In the 14s, a 14.860 for the Renault driver, and that puts him on the front row at the moment. Mitch's qualifying is over. He's boxed and is done. Unless he can get out in the next, 15 seconds, which I don't think is possible. I believe that is Mitchie. That is Jock retiring from the session in the pit lane. He is fine. Mitchie is going to start his flying lap. That may be racing.
That is Rage.
Away.
Coming to start a lap. He improved it. Rage improves on a lap by half a second. Yeah, and down on his time. Could go for another lap. He has the time. Sergeant Milk, I believe, is stuck in the stadium section.
So I was looking at. So Titan, he's gonna. Oh, Titan.
Titan is gonna get affected by the
Invalidated coming
commentator's
to the
curse.
line. He invalidated this and next. So Sights may have enough time, I think, if he fueled the car for 2 runs.
His Pipe invalidated his run, which apparently is on an outlap. I don't know if I him at this point. So he is starting the
No, I
lap,
think-
just enough time.
You can trust him.
I don't trust the game at this
Oh.
point.
You better get moving, Q-Man, or you get disqualified.
This Phantom coming across the line. He's on an outlap. Never mind. Ignore me.
So Phantom will start a flying lap. Believe the next one to go through.
Mitchie improves to P3, 14.8. And retires.
And that is qualifying
not
over.
retiring.
Who says the times are final? Rage can't improve on his. That's going to leave it up to everyone else. Ardel through the stadium section. He has to try to get ahead of Pipe and stay ahead for the remaining races. Pipe, see what he can do. Ardel pits.
I was gonna say Phantom's gonna be our last car to cross the line. He is, however, he invalidated, so all eyes on Pipe.
ER10 crossed the line and was invalidated. Sergeant Milk crossed the line. He's P11 with a 15.601. The 2 Williams are now through the final sector. It's going to be Pipe ahead of Sainz. Pipe is valid. Can he get ahead of Ardel and try to get his way back in the fight against him for the Tier 4 championship? We're on to turn 17, up to the line. He will stay P6. Ardel is ahead. Sainz, he's around P15 right now. He stays P15. That leaves, I believe, Chunky. He'll go around the final corner, turn 17.
Chunky improved, but I did not see what position to.
P7. P7.
Very solid lap from Chunky.
Is.
It isn't really that bad of a place to start. Trust me, I know from experience.
So that will do it from Mexico for qualifying. Mitch will grab the pole with a 14.470. Everyone in the top 10 is on soft, so they get the start for the Grand Prix. Q-Man will be on the front row with him in the Renault. Mitchie will be behind Tim, alongside Ronnie in row 2. Ardel and Pipe, the championship leaders and the championship favorites, I guess you could say, are the only 2 that are left in the fight. They're going to be in row 3. Chunky and ER10 will be from 7th and 8th, respectively. Titan and Rage round out the top 10. They have to start on the tires. Everyone else, Wilka, Sergeant Milk, Phantom, Jock, and Sights all have a fresh set of tires for the Mexican Grand Prix.
As now we break the physics of law and time and head on to Sunday.
Yes, time travel.
Yes. So while we wait, do you want any snacks? I got some Mountain Dew.
Oh, I forgot.
Popcorn.
I need to open my snacks. Oh, it's on the other side. You see, here, kids, one disadvantage of having a TV on your legs as a tablet is you can't move. I'm trying to grab my snacks.
You should have had your snacks right next to you. What can I tell you?
I did, but I didn't. I thought I had long arms. Oh, drop my picture.
So yeah, our main commentator is having technical difficulties. We'll be back within 5 seconds.
We're good.
Play the So one little funny. There you go.
Alright, let's go look to our trusty friend, the race director.
I thought I
We
was a
both
better
love
friend.
seeing him. What? I said the trusty friend, I didn't say the better friend. What are you think I'm picking favorites?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Let's look through. It is dry. By looks, I mean, that's an understatement and a half. It is dry. Sergeant Milk's the first to change the tires. He's on the mediums at the...
Who knows if it rains?
It could. So, like I said earlier, everyone in the top 10, they qualified on the soft compounder tire, meaning they have to start on those sets. Everyone in the bottom 15, from Wilka, or actually behind 10th, I should say, from 11th on down to 16. Beat has actually joined the session. We'll see what she can do from the last robot. So, from Wilka on down, has a free choice of tire, and the only one that has not gone with the soft compound has been the Racing Point of Sergeant Milk. So we'll see how that plays out to everyone else. It is the two-stop is faster here. Let's see if that can be done.
Interesting thing is, what sort of two-stop will the drivers go for? Because they're a soft, medium, medium, or a soft, soft, medium?
Basically, the bottom line is the softs don't feel good. Don't stay on them for long.
If you have the pace, you
At
can
least to
make
me.
the soft on medium work.
It don't matter if you have the pace. If you're fighting a walrus in the car like an octopus, you could be as quick as you can. Octopus spinning through every single corner. You might as well get off those tires while you can.
Alright, I don't know where the octopus came from. But yeah. Did you steal them from
You
the
don't
ocean?
remember that?
Oh.
No, I stole them from your backyard. Sorry, I'll put them back.
I don't have a backyard. Get your facts right. Come
You do
on.
now. I bought you a house.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, come move in. Anyway, Q-Man and Mitch have pulled a slight gap from everyone else, but they are really close to themselves there. So as they now go up onto the grid, 36 laps around the Circuit de Mexico and Mexico City. We'll see what they can do. These drivers have a lot to play for, especially the 1 in 5th and the 1 in 6th. They could be crowned Tier 4 championship. Not today, and not next week, unless something happens this week. But every race must be taken one step at a time.
Or unless one of them activates hacks and happens to win this race.
There's no way. Anyway, Soviet will grab the final spot up to the grid slot in P16 as we now move to the starting lights as we prepare for the start of the Mexican Grand Prix. The lights are on, and the race director is ready. We're all ready. There's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. A little bit of wheel spin from everyone, especially the Alpha Tauri. Look at the Haas down there, trying to already 3 wide, 3 abreast. Look at the Ferrari, though. That is Ronnie up, was almost 3, now 3 wide with the drop 2. That is Q-Man and Mitch. Now 3 abreast going to turn 1, and they're a couple backing out. I believe that's the Renault of Chunk. He's going to go on the inside. That's going to keep ahead for the Alpha Tauri. He stays ahead of Q-Man. Mitch he stays ahead of Ronnie. That's a couple cars going wide. That is Titan, and I believe Wilka. A little bit of contact, a little bit in the grass for some other drivers now going into turn 4.
As very quickly, I just want to say this. I've been ready on the back, and Rage appears to have wing damage, and there's a lot of fighting happening back here.
There's a lot of fighting right now. Pipe's trying to go around the outside of Ronnie and the Ferrari as Ardel did that a corner prior. Pipe has like 0 grip. His tires must be stone cold. Maybe didn't warm them up as right. But going through the S section now, the car's going to head side by side. There's a tap. And they're both spun. There's a little bit of damage. Wilka and Pipe. Pipe gets spun around.
This is not what Pipe wants or needs. It's actually now, if I caught it correctly, said it was Wilka and Pipe. So,
Yes.
second incident between both these drivers. I don't know about you,
Soviet
but
has gone up from P16 to P13. Great start for her as we go through the field now. Everyone else looks to be a little bit more cozy and calm. As a little bit of a break from Ardel to Mitchie to Q-Man to now the standings have broke.
speaking really quickly, if we're talking about great starts, can we just point out Sainz went from P15 to P9?
Oh yeah.
As he's on the back of
Let's go
Wilka now. As there's 2 drivers going side by side. I believe that is ER10 and Titan side by side into the first couple of chicanes. Still side by side. And
It's ahead.
I cannot get on board these drivers have made the mistake of switching away from them. Help me find them.
Yeah, the standings have been royally messed up, so we're just gonna have to look at this battle while we can.
I actually can't find them.
Huge train going on. Oh, look at Sainz. He goes around to the right-hand side and to the inside of turn 6 on Wilka. He'll still get the position made. That's a yellow flag. I believe that is that a Haas of Harry Jock? Yes, it is. He spun round before turn 6.
Oh, Sainz is our first driver to get a penalty. I believe he's one of the drivers that had a wing damage. No, never mind. No, he does have wing damage. Never mind.
Oh, so does Rage. I think you already said that.
Rage,
Sainz has damage.
I believe a McLaren. I don't know. I counted 3 drivers who had wing damage.
DRS is enabled. The drag correction system is ignited whenever you are a second behind the car in front. A flap of the rear wing will go up, reducing the drag and increasing the top speed for the Formula 1 car.
So Willis gets past the ER10. Nice overtake on the straight. ER10 does not get more grip on the exit and he stays like this.
ER10 close behind, about 3/10 going into the braking zone of turn 4. Wilka making a charge as we carry Jock in the Haas pits down in P16. See what the time compound. Phantom on the mediums already stopped. We carry Jock is in the pits. We'll see what he can do there.
Yes, we now have a nice little top 4, almost 5, with Ronnie trying to join into the battle. They are all, except for the Q-Man as well, they're all within DRS.
That's going to hurt the Renault as Mitch is going to have DRS. He's going to have a lot more slipstream than Q-Man has on Mitch. Here comes the Alfa Romeo. The Renault's in the Alfa Sandwich, an Alfa Tauri and an Alfa Romeo. Let's see what the Alfa Romeo of Mitchie can do. Can it make it a Mitch and Mitchie, as you called it, the Mitches last week, or last time we were raced, as Mitchie goes up into P2. And the Alfa Romeo can go catch down the Alfa Tauri. Ardel, he's going to kind of see if he can try to go size up a move on the Renault as well. The Renault will still not have DRS. The activation point at the exit of turn 17, so that's going to put the Renault in more fight. Here he goes with Ardel to the right-hand or the left-hand side and up into P3.
So not to notice, or not to cut you off, ER10 and Sainz are having a mega scrap right now. It just almost looked like it was exactly...
Oh, here we go again. Oh! Contact between those two as we have a little bit more damage between those two.
Yes, we do.
All to play for.
Wow, the top 3 are very close. Q-Man right on the back of Ardel has the DRS, but so does Ardel. As Mitchie is almost already on the back of Mitch, within the same gap actually that Q-Man was at the beginning of the last lap.
I was going to say, I think he actually, there he goes. He's now gained a tad bit. So let's see what he can do. Ardel is about 7/10 behind, equal difference between Mitchie, Ardel, and Q-Man, all about spaced out evenly. Going into turn 1, Mitchie deviate from the racing line, trying to break the toe a bit to the Red Bull behind, keep him off his case going to the braking zone in turn 1. Actually, it really worked. I think he may have actually probably kept his position from that very move as well. Something Ardel can do, though. There, once again, will be no DRS for the Alfa Romeo driver from turn 3 to turn 4. Ardel's not close enough, though. She's gained a bit, now is in the DRS zone of the Alfa Tauri in front.
And actually, the driver ahead, Mitch, and the driver behind, Q-Man, both have a load of ERS compared to the 2 in the middle who are scrapping it out.
It's a, well, I can't say it's an Alfa Sandwich anymore.
I mean, it is a Mitch... Oh, I don't know, I was going to say a Mitch 1.
It's a Red Bull team sandwich.
It is a Red Bull team sandwich. With
an Alpha filling.
With the... what was it? The engine supplier who got away. Right behind him.
Honda?
Oh, Renault.
Oh, Renault. I'm so confused where you're going with that. That's a wide line from Sergeant Milk.
I was trying to set something up.
I don't know where you were going with that. But
I really don't. You are correct.
Best lap of the Grand Prix went to Big Harry Jock. I believe I just saw that out of the corner of my eye not too long ago. Let's see what they can do. Michi now has DRS on the Alpha Tauri in front. 5/10 is the gap going into the braking zone for turn 1. We'll see what the Alpha Tauri can do to hold off. He's been charging ever since started P3. We'll see what he can do in contention with the Alpha Tauri.
It's
But
Chunky
the Red
and
Bull may
Rage.
having
Chunky and Rage just going side by side through the first set of chicanes. Nothing doing. As Sergeant Milk gets another penalty. It's like one for each lap already almost. This Pipe gets ahead of him. Pipe is definitely wanting to run a charge to get as high up in positions as he can, as he definitely wants to be in title contention.
Yep, at the moment, as they stand, Ardel will grab 15 more points than the Williams of Pipe, which will put the championship at 35 points going into Brazil, which will have a lot to play for Pipe, because he needs to get within 25 after leaving Brazil going into Abu Dhabi, actually, 26, I'm sorry, in order to be in championship contention, as Sergeant Milk grabs another set of time penalties.
As Sergeant Milk is grabbing one penalty for every lap that we go by.
He has 12 on lap 7, I believe. That is like what? It's almost about 2 penalties a lap. 2 seconds a lap.
I'm talking about like 1-3 second for every lap, not like 1 second.
Oh, yeah. No.
As Q-Man is right
Once
behind on
again,
Ardel, he dives it from almost a car length back. Gets the car stopped very nicely. But nothing doing.
But I believe Ardel, will he have DRS? No, he won't. Q-Man will still have the DRS and another chance to go for Ardel, but it looks a little bit too far back.
As Chunky and Rage are still battling, Chunky gets back ahead of the Ferrari driver.
This time it will stand the DRS to the Renault and up into the points-paying positions for Chunky, and 1 point to his name. On the topic of the fast lap, my TV just turned off.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to be commenting for a bit? Alright, so Mitch
Good.
still within a second. Ardel has gone a bit further back, but he's also pulled the gap back to the car behind, which is the Renault of Q-Man. Ronnie is 1.7 back behind them, Titan 2.6, Willick at 3.2, Science 1.3, and our next closest battle besides the top 3 might be ER10 and Science.
So on the topic of penalties, I believe Sergeant Milk for the last 5 laps have gotten up to 15 on lap 8 for him.
As
But
Mitch...
as for the Alpha Brigade, here we go.
Yeah, look at all of the ERS that Mitch was able to save while the 2 behind were squabbling. He's able to defend for yet another lap. So would you look at that? Oh,
How much
Pipe is
more?
getting involved in the Chunky Rage thing. Never mind, Chunky's in the pits. I was about to say, Pipe is
Look
getting
at
involved in
Sergeant
the...
Milk. Sergeant Milk's in the pits.
He has an
Yes, it is.
end plate missing, but I don't think that should be cause enough to pit, as Science has been trooping on with a missing end plate. P15 to P8. Sergeant's just feeling a
Actually,
bit
now we
uncomfortable.
can. Let's go look at that. Now we can't actually look at the points or position change because the standings were not in place. Like you said, Science has had a heck of a move on, up 7 positions, up half his grid spot, up to P7 or P8, starting from P15. The biggest loser at the moment is Chunky at down 6 positions, but he has gone into the box to see what he can do.
Really quickly, back in the top 3, Ardel has managed to close the gap to Michi significantly. He's literally on the gearbox right now.
Oh,
That.
Michi a little bit squirreling off the exit of turn 17. That's going to put Ardel in prime position if he uses a little bit more risk, as he does.
As Sergeant Milk, another penalty. Mitch doesn't have
By the way,
much ERS to play with anymore, but neither does Ardel.
Neither does
and
Ardel.
Michi.
Ardel has 0%. He's out.
He's completely out of ERS.
Look at these 3, though.
As Rage is the next car to go into the pits. Yeah, this 3-person train top is definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out and if anyone's going to do any alternate strategies when their pits come, or their time for the pits.
So all 3 of these drivers are on the soft compounded tire. Their nose, look how close they are
Yeah,
to
they're-
turn 6.
They're basically on their gearboxes as ER10 and Science are battling. ER10 trying to get around Science, can't do anything. Science, who is still holding on strong with a missing end plate. I have to applaud him for that, as ER10's gonna look for a move into the ice as he decides to back out. It's not a good idea. Speaking of Science, he gets a penalty.
I thought you were about to say, speaking of not good ideas, Science been given a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that would have been much better to say, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have. Anyway, on to the top 3. Mitchie is a lot closer to Mitch. Is anyone think about it? Yes, they all come in.
Wow, look at this pit entry.
So does Q-Man. So Titan. So Willica will be the net race leader at the moment, but has to stop.
So Willica and ER10 cannot come into the pits because both of their teammates are in.
Which is unfortunate.
All top 4 drivers set to go onto soft, medium, soft strategy possibly.
Or a soft, medium, depending on the tire wear, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
I'm pretty sure soft, medium, soft would be more beneficial.
You don't know that.
I mean, if they have the pace, I mean, if they can make the tires go into lap 26,
yeah, well,
which
not
should
everyone can make tires go that far.
Just tires. What are you gonna do? Drive them good. I'm pretty sure they could take the mediums onto 26. It's just gonna be around 16, 15 laps to get there. And once you get to 26, it should be good enough for softs. Because you do have.
Ronnie and Titan both went onto the softs, by the way, so they're probably going to do the inverse. Now they have to go to a set of mediums. Unless they go for hards, which would not be a good strategy call unless they do not have any fresh mediums, which thankfully they do.
Or they can do the soft strategy and get disqualified from the race. As Sergeant Milk grabs another penalty.
Please don't.
Chunky also grabs a penalty. Yeah, Ronnie, you can see the grip that he has compared to Q-Man ahead on the medium tires. As Q-Man actually just lost the back of the top 4 a bit. And Willica pits.
All 3 that have not pitted now go into the box. Willica, Pipe, and ER10. So now they will go out, all 3 on the mediums.
Actually, speaking of, wasn't Mitchie ahead of Ardel coming into the pits?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Mitchie's pretty far back. I don't know if he got overtaken or if, as there's a death. Sergeant Milk has died.
Sergeant Milk has died.
Hey, you gotta make it dramatic. Virtual safety car.
VSC. As
Pipe was able to get ahead of his teammate right before this VSC happened. Great timing by Pipe. Yeah, so definitely the driver I'm going to be watching for right now is Ronnie. He's right behind the lead group on fresher tires. If he can make it work, he should be able to catch up, possibly even pass them, and be set for his final stint.
But then again, if you do say that these top 4 or top 3 are going on to the soft compounder tire for their final stint, that is if they even pit again. You could still do a soft to medium strat. It's very, very plausible, but it's difficult.
Well, you can do it.
Yes, you can. It's really high for tire wear. It's possible. You may just not have any.
You have to take mediums. 26 laps.
Hey man, you never.
There's no, bro. You're gonna end the race with 100% tire wear. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you can. I mean, it's possible. That's a drive-through under VSC. For Pipe, it's gone from bad to worse.
Pipe
you
serving
said
the
it was
VSC
fortunate
right now?
that Pipe. That's good. He's serving the VSC.
Anyways.
Okay. You said it was fortunate that Pipe got ahead of Science. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, Pipe.
Oh, look at these two. Look how
right
close
there.
these two are. Ardel and Mitch. Right. Who's the turn?
As now Titan is also on the back of Q-Man with soft tires. Yeah, Pipe is unfortunately back to the back of the grid. I guess you can say he's back to back. Moving on.
What?
Oh,
Ardel's been given a 3-second time penalty. That's gonna hurt.
Ardel's our first person in the top 6 to get a penalty. I'm actually surprised none of the top 6 guys have gotten a penalty. It's pretty good driving from them.
Receipt. These people can
Stop!
On the track. Science has been given a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Those will be applied to the end of his race time. So, 1.7 seconds from Mitchie.
Speaking of Science, he now has an end plate.
Well, speaking of an end plate, actually I don't know where I'm going to go with that. Ardel goes to the right-hand side of Mitch for P1 and turn 1. Very tight squeeze into the Alpha Tauri. Still side by side. Great move from
that was
the
actually, driver. I don't know where he found that move more difficult to do, but stick one.
He kept it around the outside of turn 2, stood there for turn 3, and squeezed the AlphaTauri. Great move.
Who is that?
Oh,
Very, very, very bad for his Ardel. It's not going to be an easy win for sure. I don't know, man. He's going to have to work hard next. I'm not sure.
so he could leave 52 points. He's ahead by 20 to 25. No, short. Whether Ardel can grab the championship is extremely difficult.
He could grab how much?
It's 20 points right now. He needs 52. No, he would get 45. See if he could.
No, so Ardel
Which
or
would
not
mean
Ardel?
he
Pipe
needs to
has a chance.
outscore. Let's see here.
Yeah, and
That's like
the
22
driver
points.
Ardel is actually making it very difficult. ER10 and Chunky going at it. The tricky flip shift. Chunky gets a much better exit than. But ER10
a lap
is,
ago.
yeah. But look at
DRS
ER10. Is he gonna go for it here? He's gonna go for
it.
it. This is not a place where I would think of overtaking, but he's just done it. He pulled an Ardel, stuck the car in there, got the grip, got out ahead.
Wow.
As now Ronnie is almost within the DRS of Mitch.
And through with a P8 for the Red Bull driver. Got that right as they about to switch.
Chunky was holding very unfortunately lost 2 positions, but he is still at some. Now he DRS and the absolutely not.
Side note, Titan has gotten past Q-Man for P5, and now it's Ronnie. See, look at these two. Turn or not close enough, but he's gonna try to get the switch back. Isn't gonna called for now, so Ardel is safe.
Look at Mitch, he's just on the keys of the.
Mitch was 7 seconds behind, so these two started fighting.
Mitchy.
Bad.
It's very okay. No offense, but like it's for both Mitches, Mitch and Mitchy.
It really is. Mitches.
They're both Mitch, Mitchy,
I have
and
an
they're
idea.
in alphas.
Mitchy, I don't know if you're gonna watch the stream back, but if you are, for Abu Dhabi, create another account and just name it the exact same name.
Don't do that.
Ritzy Thought had the idea with Ethan in Tier 2. I want to have that fun. I want to make that happen. How about that? If one of you two wins the next 2 races,
as Mitch gets the DRS on Ardel, he's not
Mitch.
gonna dive it up the inside. It's far too far back. But he's still on that gearbox. We're getting
mid corner. Mitch had a great set of traction, but through turn 3, Ardel will grab that.
Yeah, if you go on board, you get a great look of the Red Bull gearbox. Oof. Now, we also get a great look at the AlphaTauri gearbox if we go on board with Mitchy.
I'll look at the outline of the... I'm kidding. Alright.
They're both Red Bull made, so... Actually, do they have the same transmissions, like gearboxes? They must have, right?
The AlphaTauri has the 2019 Red Bull transmission.
So it's still Red Bull.
Mistake. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some parts that look like those 2019
Besides the top 4, our next closest battle is going to have to be down with Phantom, Science, and Chunky. So actually...
seems to be struggling through the S's on those set.
No, yeah, Chunky struggles hard through the S's. Phantom gets a penalty, but is now ahead of Chunky. Yeah, Phantom on his 13 lap old mediums is... and Science just sends it up the inside. Wow.
The switchback, but it looks like not enough grip for the Renault. That puts him down out of the points. He was up in P6. Now Phantom will go into box. Now put Chunky back into the points. But it's not been going well on those mediums for Renault. Here he goes with the DRS, trying to get the slipstream, but not enough time. Squeezing to the left-hand side goes Science, but still has the DRS. Science still fights back. Now Science has the DRS as well, but looks like
a great battle from
there.
Side by side.
Here we go.
As really quickly, before we get on the DRS, there's a little bit of contact. Phantom is on the hard tire, so he will go to the end.
Phantom's going to try the one-stop. Here comes Rage on Science for P10 in the last points positions. Backs out of it. Science will stay in P10. Chase down Chunky in P9.
Chunky seems, I don't know if it's the tires, but he seems to struggle a lot out of the S section. He looks like he's just on the brakes for a little bit there when you can. Well, I mean,
so we're on board with Sainz here. Yeah, here he goes. I mean, just look at the amount of time that Sainz keeps up on Chunky for that sequence of moves.
it's now actually Titan has gotten the DRS of Ronnie. I don't think Ronnie and Titan are making the soft tires work as hard as they should.
They've got about 5 seconds over Q-Man in P6. Ronnie's been given a 3-second time penalty.
It just shows you
That's
actually,
case.
even though Ardel, Mitch, and Mitchie are squabbling, they still have the pace. Go faster than the soft tires.
Like I'm saying, the softs are
Now
not
Titan
the
is-
best race tire.
It depends on whether you. It's all
Oh my
really-
god, stop with this debate! It's right in front of us. Anyway, moving on.
Do you want me to just like not talk about the soft tire anymore? Seems like you don't like.
Oh, okay, yep. If someone in the comments, by the way, if you're watching this later on YouTube, count the amount of times Ritzy said soft.
That sounds like it's gonna be a
Actually,
horrible
just-
drinking game.
That's the drinking game. Every time we say soft, take a shot. But drink responsibly. Definitely do that.
Make sure you don't drive 100%. You don't want to do that.
When you drive, don't drink.
I should have said that, damn it. When you drive.
Hey,
never
hey,
drink.
hey, hey!
As
I thought this was supposed to be PG. Titan goes over to the left-hand side, or the right-hand side of Ronnie, and up into P4.
yes,
For the
Titan
last
seems to be having a bit of pace here, but they actually have lost the back of Mitchie.
It's like around the same time that they did for the first stint of softs. They came in about 8 laps. It's been 8 laps now on those tires, so we'll see.
They
They're
can
probably darting into the pits soon.
they can take it at least 2 more laps.
That's why I said soon.
Oh, and that's Titan. It's a penalty. If you're off just by a millimeter on, especially in that section, it's really easy to just go wide. Think you're nice and on the track. Just a millimeter off, bam, warning.
The Chronicles of P9 is still continuing. Sainz gets past Chunky, and now Chunky has Rage for company as these three go into turn 4.
Oh, it looks like a very close battle.
They've been close for almost the entire race.
Actually, Mitch, he has lost the DRS on Mitch. If I'm correct. I am correct, right? And look at Mitch, look at all the ERS that he's been saving. I think he's gonna go for it.
Oh, look at this. He may get there. He may get there.
You can hold it around the
To the left-hand
outside.
side.
Ooh, bit of contact.
Oh, he's been spun around.
Ardel has made just a light contact with the rear wheel of Mitch. But that was enough to send him around.
It looked like it was definitely a squeeze on the apex, and that kind of looked like that could be inevitable. Now we have a spinning Red Bull. Down to P4 for Ardel.
Ardel is now behind Titan. He still can see the cars ahead, so he knows that it's possible to get there. It's going to be a bit more difficult as Chunky loses another
Around the
position.
outside goes Rage on Chunky.
Rage just outbreaks the Renault driver. He could go for Sainz as well. He's using all of his battery. Decides not to do
Too
it.
far back.
I mean, he could have gone for it, but it would have been like a
Well, he
dive
could've.
2 car lengths back.
I've done it from farther back.
I mean, yeah, if you really wanted
Crashed.
to, you
But, oh! Yellow flag, that is a big hairy jock.
could have spun on the exit of the chicanes. I don't know what turn numbers are, because I'm not big right now. As Ardel pits, he's going on to another set of mediums.
See?
He decides to opt out of the soft strategy. He's serving a penalty, or my game is broken. My game is broken. Now it is Mitch into Alpha Tauri ahead of Mitchie into Alfa Romeo. With
So, Ardel comes out behind his teammate COTA in the Red Bull for P6 and P7 on the road for those 2 drivers.
yes indeed.
Looks like the Chronicles of Ninth calmed down slightly. Chunky's a little bit
As-
farther back. more tense between Rage and Sainz.
As Ardel seems to have just lost a position, so who knows what. As in the chat, B-Dunk saying that if he were to try the drinking game, he would die of alcohol poisoning. Thanks for letting us know, B-Dunk.
And Jock has retired in the pit lane. That means another driver is out of the Grand Prix. We lost Sergeant Milk on a crash out of turn 16.
Death, actually.
And Pipe and Big Harry Jock have both retired in the pit lane.
Titan comes into the pits. Will he do my mistake of speeding in the pits? No, he's not, because he's a sensible person. Will Ronnie doesn't speed either. Because they know what they're doing and I don't. It's both Red Bulls. This is a sight to see, actually.
This should go on a Red Bull fan page somewhere.
Oh yeah. If you could just
right there, that shot.
If you could take away your UI, just look at this.
Yep, I got you.
All you Red Bull fans. There you go.
Anyway,
I mean, there's not really much happening on track except for the fact that there's a Ferrari trying to catch the back of a Williams who's not going to get there.
Chronicles of 2020 colorized in one sentence.
What is that? Ferrari's not going to get there.
The Ferrari's trying to catch the back of a
The
Williams.
Ferrari's trying to catch the Williams. I get it now. That took me a while.
Come on.
But you should know I'm kind of not that smart.
You're not what now? Oh.
I'm not smart, I'm not fast, I'm not sensible, and I'm not...
Fat?
I mean, I'm not fat, no, I wouldn't say so.
No, you're
As Mitchie is
So,
still
got that one.
not on the DRS of Mitch. But he's using all of his DRS to get there, and now he's out. As Q-Man is into the pits, he also opts for the next mediums.
See?
Bro, you don't need to bully me for this, come on.
I told you so! Chucky's been given a 3-second time limit for multiple warnings.
We gotta see what the Mitches do, that's all we gotta say.
The bitches do.
Mitches. His Titan is on the back of Willica. His Titan's also on fresh mediums. He should have the grip coming out of this section. He's also going to have the DRS. Not enough battery to play with. He should be able to get the move done. He's not going to move done.
Right, peeks his nose in.
Oh, he's holding it around the outside.
outside.
Off the track, creating a whole new line.
Halfway to Sao Paulo.
I mean, if he goes like just a couple more meters there, I think he'll get there.
Yeah, if you turn right here. No, actually right here. No, right here. I'm trying to help you get to Sao Paulo, Titan.
As Mitchie actually now does have the DRS on Mitch. So even though he's used all of his battery, he's gone there.
So we could see these two come into the box in a couple laps time. Around lap 24.
One of them is going to have to go on
maybe.
softs, come on. Please don't let me down, guys.
Please, all of you go on mediums.
No.
I want to see this.
If you look at the grid right now and count out Phantom, everyone's on mediums.
And count out Venom.
I mean, Phantom's running
Yep,
a
Willica
great race
on the
now.
mediums.
No, Willica.
See what Sainz, the Chronicle for 9th continues to the pit lane. Renault is now fighting the Williams of Test Sainz with Chunky.
He is on the...
Another medium.
No.
Another medium.
Wait, why are we playing favoritism with tires?
I could cheer for the mediums if I want.
Oh, yeah, but if I cheer for the softs, you shoot me down. What is that?
It's called 2020. There are no opinions other than what yours is.
Are you saying that my opinion is wrong?
Maybe?
As Ronnie gets a 3-second time penalty if we focus a bit back on the race, and Mitch
Mitch.
goes in the pits. Come on, Mitch.
So let's go look. Is it a medium? Please be a medium.
Because there is no other battle on track, so it is gonna... It is softs!
Ah, no!
If
We're playing the gambling game with
If
tires.
Mitch went onto the softs, this now guarantees that Mitchie is also gonna go into the softs, and if he doesn't, I don't know what he's doing. He's lost a bit of... Oh, Mitch and Ardel. Mitch and Ardel coming out of the pits.
Look at the undercut from Ardel on Mitch and up into P2.
Like, have you seen the tires?
Nah. Nah.
As instantly, Mitch is just right there deciding not to use any battery whatsoever, as he does know that he will have the pace because the soft tires are the best tires ever.
Yeah, that's just favoritism. It's biased.
So there's no bias here. I don't know what you're talking about. This is from your favorite non-biased commentator, Ritzy.
Hey, man.
As Mitchy is in the third.
Remember Italy, huh?
There's no bias here, I'm telling you. Mitchy goes into the pits. I believe he is going to get undercut by Ardel and Mitch, as they're both squabbling.
It looks like it may. 20.1
But
seconds could possibly be enough gap.
He's going to have to go into the softs.
It looks like it is a soft. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. We should watch Ardel and Mitch instead of watching the pits, because we're going to be able to see their battle as well as where Mitch comes out of.
Okay, man. Tell me how to do my job.
As Mitch, just look at the run that he has. Look at this.
Here we go. Ooh.
Even with Ardel defending using the little battery that he had, this Mitch flies by.
Meanwhile, look at these two. Ronnie and Titan.
They've been together
Saw that
for.
in the back of the camera shot.
They've been quite close for a lot of the race, actually. If you remember, they were the other two drivers that decided to go into the softs.
Yeah, but they soft, medium, compared to the soft, medium. They did their first, or their second soft.
Science, that's the
Science
fastest.
best lap of the Grand Prix.
Yeah. I do not remember what the other fastest lap was, but there you go, new one.
It may have been a 18.6 by Big Harry John. He was on the soft compound tire towards the second stint of the Grand Prix.
Mitch here should easily be able to start the fastest lap. Come on, Mitch. So remember when you were saying that it would have been better if they pit onto the mediums?
I didn't say it would be better. I just wanted the mediums more. Bunch everyone else together.
I mean, that would have been cool, but like now Mitch and Mitchy both have pace advantage over Ardel.
There it is.
Oh, look at... Oof. And Mitchy...
About 2 seconds.
Flies past Red Bull. Ardel's actually trying to come back there. It's a bit of battery. Not that much. And Titan and Ronnie also. Ronnie's opting to save a lot of his battery, actually. Wow. It's over 60%.
Let's look at the gap with the leader now, actually, as we go look for some penalties as well as we look at year 10. Year 10
pits.
To the soft compounds.
And Phantom on his one-stop strategy, P8.
You were saying about tires, how I was looking down with Phantom and Rage. Phantom on his like 8-lap old hards compared to everyone else's fresh mediums. I'm like, yeah, what was that?
I didn't say anything. I just said the Phantom's opting to do the ones.
No, I meant with. Never mind. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Ardel
You were
has
talking about
3
Phantom's
second
hards.
I was, yeah.
Okay, can we go back to that for a second?
Yeah. Ardel has a 3-second time penalty. Titan has 6. He is 5 seconds off of Ardel. Or gap to the leader, I'm sorry, off of Mitch. Ronnie has 9 seconds, which is definitely in the gap of Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban.
Right now, he may actually grab another podium.
Cuban, I don't know what he does. But
He just stays on the track.
Stop
He needs to
bullying
gain
me.
about, what, 2 seconds or so to Ardel to be in the gain of his penalty. So keep out for that. We'll go back to the gap. He's 3.7 behind Ronnie at the moment. He's safely inside Ronnie's penalty range, which is 9 seconds. But everyone, other than that, we're looking at 19.1 seconds behind the Renault Q-Man. That looks like maybe the max that the Red Bull can get without the helpage or the stoppage of the race from a safety car or a virtual safety car.
As year 10 gets past Chunky. Just put that out there. Year 10 opting for a pretty late dive in for softs. He's going to have to do a lot of work to be able to catch up to, I believe, Phantom's going to be the last car you can try to pass. Should be possible.
4.5 seconds to Wilka from Phantom, so.
Ooh, bit of a lockup. That's not going to help him. Soviet Valkyrie gets 40. Yeah, Soviet's has been winding down the race really, as she also obstacle to the softs.
So, Titan has DRS on Ardell, and Ronnie has DRS on Titan. Was this battle for third? Now I like to say the Chronicles of Ninth. Well, now actually the Chronicles of Ninth is still on, but the Chronicles of Third is still fighting pretty strong too. But instead of it being Q-Man and Mitchie that it was earlier, it's now Ardell, Titan, and Ronnie.
I've heard you use the term Chronicle a lot now.
It was Webster's Dictionary word of the day. Actually, what is the word of the day?
Oh god.
Hey Siri, what is the word of the day? I forgot she hates me. Alright, we'll go back to the race then.
What'd you do to Siri?
I don't know, she just stops talking to me. I would say like an ex-girlfriend or a girlfriend that you pissed off, but that's funny.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Experience.
Anyways,
Yeah, I can't
as that is
That's why I said.
the funny. I like the funny. I am the funny, because I'm a huge comedic joke. As now the battle for third, fourth, and fifth. I heard that. Third, fourth, and fifth goes on to the mega straight once more. Actually, Mitch and Mitchie.
In the words of Fin Fan.
Oh god, don't bring Fin Fan into this.
Wait, what's wrong with Fin Fan?
I like the guy, but like, don't bring Fin Fan into
What?
this. Ooh, Titan!
Oh, look at Titan.
It looks like he was going straight around the outside, using all the track available. He could get past Ardell here with a good run. He's gonna get a better run. But Ardell is using all of his battery. Come on, Titan. Come on, Titan.
Oh, in the braking zone, a little bit of a move from the Red Bull of Ardell.
Come on, Titan.
Let me go on board.
Yeah, Ardell is doing a good job defending. That was a bit.
Your favorite non-biased commentator.
Of course.
Of course, it's me.
So we're about to get to another penalty.
Guys, it's a shock. The Chronicles of Ninth, they're now the Chronicles of Eighth. Phantoms
I'm
in the
shocked.
mix. Anyway, back to the Chronicles of Third.
My god.
The battle for third.
I
is
think
still
that's gonna
heating
be a
up.
better drinking game.
Yeah, how many times do I say Chronicles? We'll go down to the battle for third, actually.
It makes it sound
As Ardell
smarter.
has been gapped by a 17. It does. That's what I do. I try to make myself sound smarter.
You probably are smarter. Saying the drinking game of Chronicles is better than saying the drinking game of Softs.
Are you sure?
Yeah, as Ronnie has a lot more
Alright.
battery than cars ahead. Ardell's just defending with all his life right here. Come on,
He
Titan.
hasn't moved. Now he
Come on,
has.
Titan.
Titan goes to the left-hand side.
Come on, Titan. There
Around
you
the
go.
outside of turn 1. Here goes the Haas into turn 2 and grabs P3.
Ronnie could also be looking for a move here. Look at all his battery. Decides not to, actually.
Now keep in mind here, penalties are still in play.
Ooh!
Titan has 6. Ardell with 3. Ardell goes down the inside.
There's like a
Around the outside of
a little
turn
bit of a squeeze.
5.
Look at Ronnie!
Oh,
Look at
contact!
Ronnie! Oh.
All 3 make contact. Ronnie has damage.
This is not what you want to see, actually. This is definitely contact racing as Ardell just sends it. Titan holds it.
We're playing bumper cars instead of Formula 1 as Titan goes around the outside. No, it's not go-karting. Now we're playing a little bit of NASCAR bump driving to the right-hand side. Goes Ardell into turn 3.
Except
Oh, look at... That's not the only one going for a move. Looking around the outside is Q-Man on Ronnie for P5. He's not going to be in this fight.
yeah, I think Q-Man definitely has his podium secured.
You know, we always talk about how close the... I was almost going to say it.
The Chronicles.
How the Chronicles of Night. How about that? Yeah, I said it one last time.
Chronicles of
But
Narnia.
we always keep forgetting that Ardell and Titan are always by each other. We'll bring back
I don't know what it is
to
with these two, honestly.
amazing fight. Now we're going to get another one around the outside of 1, side by side into 2. Ardell keeps ahead into 3, but Titan's going to get the DRS. Better run with overtake. Here he goes to the right-hand side. We're going to go on board with Q-Man as he watches this battle play out. Titan will get ahead into P3. Ardell looks trying to come back. Gets the break in the... Wow. Around the outside again. Last time there was contact. It's going to happen again. Off the track goes Ardell. A little bit more contact. We're still playing bumper cars in Mexico. Titan shoves off Ardell again. These two are having a lot of fun, but the teams are definitely not. They're probably like, wow, we're going to charge you for all of this. That's so much damage.
I don't think they would consider this fun. I think it's more like, please don't kill me. I think that's the better game.
Speaking of please don't kill me, Ronnie has boxed and is in 10th from his mistaken contact.
Ronnie just caught. That would have been a great move, getting past both of those drivers.
Amazing move.
I was setting myself up. I was getting ready to scream.
I was getting ready to scream, as he says in the most monotone, calm voice.
I can't do anything about my voice. Shut up.
Maybe you can.
No, I can't actually. As Ardel wants to come back at Titans, no battery to play with.
You know,
is he gonna send
a
it?
couple laps ago, I said that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yes, he is gonna send it.
I think Ardel is just very confident on the brakes. I don't know where this is coming from.
Well, he is in the Red Bull. Daniel Ricciardo-esque. Last of the late breakers of Tier 4.
Is he gonna send it? No, he's not. Instead, is Ronnie and Sainz. Actually, Ronnie's just. Never mind. I was gonna say he's just coming out of the. He's not. Look, Ronnie and Rage right next to each other.
Sainz is gonna fight back, by the way, but cannot hold on for much longer. Ronnie gets ahead of Williams of Test Sainz, but now we have the Ferraris.
He's getting caught up in a mega scrap right here.
Oh, that's not good. Ardel's been given a 3-second time penalty. Now they both have the same amount of time penalties. Ardel had a little bit of leeway. He had 3 seconds that he could have a buffer to Titan and still grab the position. Now they're both on the same amount of penalties, and guess who has 0 and is right behind them?
Is it Williker?
No. But yeah, it is.
Phantom's been running quite a quiet race, but now he's being caught up by both Ferraris, which you would never see in real life, and Sainz.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know how I said earlier that the Williams was being caught, or the Ferraris trying to chase down the Williams was 2020 summed up in one word? One sentence?
Yeah. This is like
that's
2017, 2018.
The Ferrari's trying to catch the Mercedes. 2018 in some races.
I mean, Ferrari was cheating, but
talk about those. Hey! I mean, you're right, but hey!
Well, how do we dispute me? Ferrari was cheating.
Yeah, you're right, but hey! Anyway, Ronnie gets past Phantom
look
for
at the
P7.
Williams. Oh, never mind. I thought they were closer. Oh, never mind. Look at that.
Oh, they are closer. Look at Williams of Sainz and Rage.
Sainz just held it around the outside, just outbroke Rage.
Rage's 10-lap-old mediums are letting him down.
Look at Q-Man. He's still in this battle. He wants to get ahead of them, not by penalty. I don't know what that was actually. He wants to get past on track. As we are on our second to last lap. White flag, white flag.
Yeah, no, that's not the white flag. The white flag's the final lap. Where have you read up the rules and regulations?
I don't know what I'm doing, right?
We're on the penultimate lap of the Mexican Grand Prix, lap 35-36. Mitch, 2.5 seconds ahead of Mitchie in the Alfa Romeo, 12 seconds ahead of Titan, who's now still trying to scrap 0.3 of a second
Ardel.
to the gap to Ardel. Ardel may go for it again. Yes, he will.
He's gonna go for it. Look at Ardel.
Titan's going to keep it there, but has to yield the position.
He had to cut most of the
switch back.
Ooh, Ardel looked like he moved a bit too far to the right there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, all's fair in love and war. I mean, racing.
I don't think there's any love being shown here. They're just absolutely scrapping each other and trying not to kill themselves.
It's like you've given 2 ants strapped a needle to them and just say, go race against each other or something. I don't know what I'm going with this. Anyway, back to the race.
Or as I like to call it, please don't kill me. As we are on the last lap, I think this is the proper time to say white flag now, isn't it?
Now it's the final lap of the Grand Prix, so yes, you can wave your white flag.
But that also means I'm going to surrender.
Okay.
Surrender to what? I don't know, but...
Penalties.
God damn it, not again. It's Titan, looks like he's going to go for another move on Ardel.
The left-hand side, he's going to go through turn 1 again. These two have had a
fun
time through turn 1. Ardel sends it even later on the brakes. Titan's going to go for it again. We'll have to yield the corner again. Titan's now given a 3-second time penalty, now up to 9. But look at Q-Man. He's now in this fight. He has 0 penalties, has the double DRS, 0 overtake though. Titan goes to the right into turn 4. Late on the brakes from Ardel again, and will hold P3 for the time being. Titan taps the Red Bull.
As
It's
Q-Man
half spun.
is playing the game and has won at the game of please kill each other. Where you see two drivers ahead of you and you want the position, so you let them kill each other. As we should focus
as
on.
kind of evened off. Yes, we should. Through the stadium section, it has been a great race. It's been a great battle, and one that I believe Mitch could be happy about. Around turn 17, Mitch wins the Mexican Grand Prix, followed by Mitchie in the Alfa Romeo, and 1-2 for Alfa. Look at P3 though. Q-Man wants it on track. He doesn't want it on penalties. Side by side through the stadium section, down into turn 15. Now into 16 we go. Down the inside, look at him go. Q-Man around the final corner in turn 17. Who says we need penalties to get a podium? He takes it on track from Ardel. Ardel will grab 4th, Titan 5th. Wilka will be in P6. Not too far back though is Ronnie, but he has penalties to worry about. Wilka is safe today. Phantom, he keeps his race, I guess, kind of quiet. The one stop worked out, the only one that's done it so far, but will penalties decide where he goes? He has 18 seconds. That's going to have plenty enough to take him out of the top 10, I believe. Rage, he'll come across the final corner. No, actually, no, Rage stays. P11, Phantom grabs the last points position of the day.
Oh, what a race, actually. Wow. Q-Man. I think that was definitely a scent for overtake of the week. Final sector just said, you know what? I could win this on penalties, but nah. Oh, look, a Schumacher.
Well, driver of the day goes to Wilka in the Red Bull, and I believe that is fair to say as well. But a great drive and a great victory for the AlphaTauri driver of Mitch. Stands on the top step of the podium. I believe may have even gotten fastest lap, so that could be, a Grand Slam, I believe. I'm not sure. No,
Mitch didn't get pole, did he? He did. No.
Yeah, he did.
So
Trying to see if he led. He led a majority of the laps, so that's close enough, right?
Grand Slam, but it's still a pretty good slam.
It's a slam.
It's definitely a slam. Not a Grand Slam.
Yes, he did get fast lap. Anyway, so that will do it on track for the Mexican Grand Prix. Like I said, P1 goes to Mitch, P2 with Mitchie, and P3 for Q-Man, your podium sitters. Ardel grabs P4. He will gain 12 points on his championship rival in Pipe, which will put his total at 32 going into the penultimate round of the Tier 4 Championship, and is still all on the cards between those two. See how they fight it out. In Sao Paulo, Titan will grab P5, Wilka ER10, P6, P7, Ronnie P8, and the Chronicles of 9th, Science will be the champion of that. He'll grab 9th position. Phantom will grab the last points position of the day. He'll grab P10. Junkie will grab P11. 1 point off the points paying positions. Rage will grab P12. Soviet P13. We lost Jock, we lost Pipe, and we lost Sergeant Milk in today's Grand Prix.
Yes, indeed. Now, I think it is fair to say we can move on to our podium drivers.
Yes, it is fair to say that. You know the usual. Ritzy, get going.
Okay. Alright, so, Q-Man, before I make this picture include the audio, hopefully Twitch doesn't have a... whatever happened last time. Anyways, Q-Man, you drove a great... I don't know how you do it. 0 penalties, and instead of deciding to sit back and watch Ardel and Titan kill each other, which they eventually did end up doing, decided to go for it.
Yeah, it was the same old drill, don't get any penalties, and just have a clean race, so... Yeah, once behind Ardel and Titan, the dirty air was kind of kicking in. I got, my first 2 warnings when I was behind Ardel and Titan, so I was trying to keep it clean. And, GG's to Ardel, I passed him on the last lap, and, it was a good battle between him once again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just definitely gonna applaud your move in the final sector. Like, you could have just stayed behind Ardel, but you just absolutely sent it, and you got the position on track, so congratulations to you, and over to Katra.
Yep. So, P2, Mitchie, I know you probably wanted it so bad for P1, but that was still a great race from yourself to grab the second step of the podium today. How does that make you feel through the Grand Prix of Mexico?
Yeah, it was a decent race. I'm just hoping no penalties, to be honest. Yeah, I was always playing the lap later than Mitch did. Probably should have pit at the same time. It seems could have made it more exciting for the win. But yeah, it was a good race, and yeah, not much else to really say there. It was interesting to watch the fight ahead between Mitch and Ardell, but yeah, it was pretty much just stay in DRS, and yeah, that's what happened and got lucky. So yeah, Brazil, here we come.
Well, one benefit I think you can take up from this race, as well as getting P2, is you have actually jumped your teammate in the points positions now up to P7, I believe. Actually, no, you maybe... You got what? Give me a second. My brain's not functioning as it should. No, yeah. So you are actually Yeah, you're P7, but 2 points behind Echo going in. So you're now ahead of your teammate in Alfa Romeo.
Yes.
So that's with the Alpha fight heating up. Do you think you two are going to have a fun time to see who can be the dominant driver in the race at Alfa Romeo for the final 2 races?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it, my teammates since like Belgium, so come on now, 10. Pick up the pace.
Fiery shots. Damn.
No, but yeah, it's a definitely interesting fight for 3rd and 4th for the championship at the moment as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting the last 2 races, definitely.
Yes, it will be. So thank you for your time, and congrats on your P2 for the Mexican Grand Prix. So that leaves us with 1 driver left, doesn't it, Mitch?
Which one?
Yeah, Mitch won
Don't
too,
pull a
by the
Ritzy,
way.
please.
Mitch won too. Yeah.
Please don't pull a Ritzy. No.
Yeah, no shit.
Why are you going to be involved in this?
We just need to
What do you mean?
be on the same team next season.
You heard what I said in the stream, right? If you're not, you need to watch it back. Both of you two need to make
No.
the same
don't
name
do
for
it,
Alpha
please
for Abu
don't.
Dhabi.
That would be
Please don't.
terrible.
You need to
Please
just
don't.
Mitch.
I was here first,
Just
so
do-
my vote is that
He was
change
here
his
first.
gamer
He
tag.
was here first.
There's only room for 1 Mitch in this tier.
This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
But no, it was a crazy race. I felt good about it straight out of qualifying, and then my biggest goal, unfortunately, I think Ardell and I got into each other a little bit there. I'm not sure if that was just an incident or what, but hopefully there's no hard feelings there. But that was my biggest goal, was just not getting any penalties, because I knew that Mitchie didn't have any, so I was just trying to keep clean and just keep steady, because I knew that if I got a time penalty, I was going to be 2nd place. So yeah, it was fun. He was definitely keeping the pressure. I think our pace was almost within a couple of tenths every lap. We were either gaining a tenth or losing a tenth, back and forth. So it was definitely a good race.
Not only is it a good race, it also snaps a streak. The last time you stood on the top step of the podium was round 8 at Baku. So now does it feel great to have that win back in your name again?
Yeah, it's about time. I either fell off, or people got more difficult, or what. I don't know what it is, but it definitely finally works out that way.
Well, that actually moves you up into P3 in the Drivers' Championship ahead of Titan. So
Yeah,
that means you
Yeah,
can
my
actually
goal.
possibly lock that as well going into Brazil and Abu Dhabi in the next 2 races. So good luck on that. Thank you for your time, and congrats on your P1.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that rounds it up here on track. Ritzy, would you like to say anything?
I was going to ask Mitch and Richie how the superior strategy felt, because Patra over here really favored the mediums.
Hey! Hey!
Don't comment.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Just make sure to tune into every other
Hey, if we
race
were
and
doing
then-
Las Vegas, by the way, if we were doing like the Vegas strats, more of the drivers win on the medium. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the most superior strategy ever made is a soft.
The most
but, you know.
superior strategy is staying on the track.
Bro!
Anyway, continue what you were saying.
Yeah, please, we need your views. What's your money?
No, don't do that.
What do
Don't
you...
give us, actually, yeah.
What do you
Actually,
mean, don't
okay,
give us
let me
your money?
rephrase
Hey,
that.
hey.
Let me rephrase that. Give us your money if you would like. We're not forcing
No,
you.
give
Thank
us
you,
your
and
money.
please.
Don't
Alright.
give us your money.
Okay. Don't give us your money. We don't want it. Anyway, so thank you for tuning into the stream. Obviously, that is the last one from this weekend in the Mexico Grand Prix. The next one up is going to be the realistic race at Sao Paulo, the 100% season finale of the Realistic Championship. So tune in on Thursday for that. You see a send-off that has been a remarkable season for those guys. And tune in Friday, Saturday for Tier 5 on Friday, Tier 2, Tier 1 on Saturday for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And then tune in on Sunday for the ACC Xbox, as well as turn in on Monday for Tier 3 and Tier 4 at Brazil as well. That is going to be up for us in the booth. Ritzy, myself, and Katra, and the rest of Tier 4. We'll see you guys next time.